What about if people aren't into video? What are hacks for warm kind of
Other
warm
things.
lead follow-up?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I've done a lot of different things too. So we'll talk about two. One is a podcast like we're doing here today. You don't have to make it visual like this. You can make it a regular podcast. And you and
Mhm.
I, before we even hit play, talked about the idea that like it's a great way to get in front of people, right? So if I met and earlier this year, I met a videographer, a guy that does videos in our area. And if I'd have said like, "Hey man, let's go grab coffee sometime," maybe he would have followed up. Maybe he wouldn't have, one of those generic phrases. But I'm like, "Hey, I have a podcast. Why don't you come on it? Let's meet next Friday." That was a way to get in front of him. I don't
Yeah.
expect my podcast to be Joe Rogan. I expect my
Hmm.
pod, my podcast to create more and better relationships. That's really what it's for.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then the
that's
second thing
so
I always
good.
do is once I start getting to know the businesses, we provide a guide, a audit basically. You sit down with a local business and it's a bunch of questions you ask about them, so you know more about them. And one of the things we focus on is like their pain points. So, for example, if I'm in like the coffee shop and they're like, I am just tired of buying those little wraps that the coffee cups go into, like they're eating up my budget. Those things are like 50 cents each. You're like, you know what? I know a local lender who's looking to market and do some things. What if I, tie you guys up again? He can throw his logo on there. You had to stop paying for it, and he's getting a lot of publicity. So you start making connections. Like you haven't done anything. All you're doing is playing Cupid and putting these businesses that one needs something and the other one needs something, and you just happen to be the in between, the connector.